Yeah. Are we here? Live and direct? Live and direct. We in the building. First friend, Matt, what up, though?
What's going on?
How you feel, brother?
Hey man, it's a great week. Home opener yesterday, and we are
Man,
10 days on the road to WrestleMania.
on the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. We are in hot pursuit. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Make some noise for me, man. You ain't familiar, get familiar. I go by the name of Big Squeeze. My boy Seth Rollins bringing this in on the intro, man. Oh my God, Seth. I rock with Seth Rollins, man. I rock with Seth Rollins. But the thing with Seth Rollins is, bro, be pissing me off with
In
that
what
chant,
way?
man. That chant be going for 4 or 5 minutes after he stepped in the ring.
Uh,
I am sick of it. Make some noise for me. Man, we are on the road to WrestleMania. I'm hype. I'm hype. I'm hype.
I can't wait. I
This
feel
could
like they
be.
about to pull out all the stops.
I think all the stops must be made. You can't not do that, right? You gotta go hard.
You gotta go full tilt. I mean, clearly based on what happened, Sunday, because I mean,
That was
not Sunday,
crazy.
Friday, Friday.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that Charlotte match was just completely uninterested, and then it became the number one trending topic everywhere. So
Bro, that's wild how they went from like hurry up and get this shit over with to yo, I gotta see this. Yeah, it switched up quick. It switched up quick. So okay, so let's talk about that. Do you feel like they being a little bit unprofessional?
no,
You feel like it was shooty shooty? Or you feel
no.
like that was an actual thing?
I feel like it was an actual beef between them, but I think that's even better. Like it makes people actually interested in the match now. Like
They
that
wasn't
match was
shooting
not
out.
interesting at all. Like it
Do you think they
was.
mapped all that out?
What'd you say?
They mapped all that out.
I
That
I
was
don't even know
they
if they
wasn't
mapped
shooting
it all out. I think like they might have had a conversation before they came out. Like, hey,
yeah,
nobody is interested in this match. We got to do
yeah.
something to lead up to it. And then
Especially
like,
the divorce part. I think they had to,
yeah,
they had a discussion about that. Yeah.
she probably looked at her. She was like, "Can I say anything?" Charlotte was like, "Sure, say anything." And then they're like,
Hold
"Okay."
on
And
though.
they
The way Charlotte spit out that last line though, it sounded like it was desperation. It didn't sound like it was. It sounded like it wasn't planned to me.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was
She had to have
desperate.
some type of comeback. Like it was like she was like, I know I told you
Bro,
to go hard, but you went hard. Like
bro was not in her DMs, bro. Charlotte been looking trash lately, man. Bro was not in her DMs. Not if he got her. Tiffany
he
bad.
he replied quickly, like I was not in her DMs.
Not.
He was
Hey,
like,
we all believe him from the beginning. We know it. It just didn't say it don't make sense. Tiffany Stratton is like she like a fake ass Mandy Ross. Like I mean Rose. She almost there. Like, she almost Mandy Rose.
yeah, they had
In the
this
way.
meme up. There was like, this is the first man in history that's been accused of cheating, and the whole world was like, nah, he ain't. Man. Like
No
everybody,
fucking
like,
way.
nah.
No way. He got so many better options. That nigga ain't do it. He ain't do it. What's up with this? Who you got winning? First off, who you got going over in that match?
I don't know. I hope Charlotte lose because I mean I just don't feel like she need another title reign on the
I
record.
agree.
Like
I agree. I ain't want her to win the Royal Rumble either.
yeah, but
'Cause I'm already. I've been tired of Charlotte for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't hate her, but I just hate that she just win everything. And then like the way she win everything, it's like
And
she's
and that's the
gone for a
crazy
little
part
bit.
because it's like that's become the gimmick. The gimmick is her winning everything. Like it's
Exactly.
not
That's
her being Ric Flair's daughter. It's not the woos. Like her gimmick is really, I just win everything.
I win.
It's just-
That's like the coolest gimmick ever, though, right? Who the fuck you remember? That was Hardcore Holly's gimmick. You remember that was his gimmick? When he was the hardcore champion? I
oh
just beat
yeah, I just,
the shit out you. Like that's my gimmick. I beat the shit out you. Like what? How you talk somebody to let you do that? Like what? Hey, he made it happen. I ain't mad at him though.
yeah.
The thing is with Charlotte though, I think she got to go away heat though. I don't think nobody. I think everybody's tired of Charlotte.
Well, I mean, all it takes is one storyline, one great match, or one thing like that, and everything changes. So we'll see what happens.
Usually it is how it happened. I agree. I
Mm,
just feel like I kind of feel like we passed that. I think Charlotte needs to reevaluate some shit. They gotta change that character. They
mm.
gotta change that big time. Now, what you think about the Bianca situation? I kind of touched on it last week, but you notice they've been booing her a lot lately, man. The boos are picking up.
Yeah, like, and I'm not sure why, because like she the
I,
innocent one. She the only one that did everything right throughout the whole situation.
it don't make sense at all why Bianca would be getting booed. She literally, like you said, she didn't do anything wrong. I think it's simple as what I think it is. She black. I really think it's simple because it did.
But they don't boo Jade, Jade, and they don't boo Naomi, and who actually
Jade
did something.
and Jade and Naomi are engaging in black on black violence. They're whooping on each other. Think about it. They didn't start born Bianca until she went to Europe, and it was either Bianca or Rhea. Rhea, who was doing all of the bad shit, got all the cheers. Bianca got all the boos for
Well,
no
people
reason.
always love the
And
bad
then
guy, so
I guess I give you that because I do too.
yeah.
EO ain't getting no hate.
It's because EO is EO. Like you can't
EO
boo
not even
EO,
getting EO not even getting respect as a champion, but
and
she ain't getting
that's
booed.
that's why she getting mad. Like they just mugging her out the way,
Yeah, they
and she,
like get your ass out here.
and
You
she like,
gone.
let me drop kick y'all real quick and make y'all realize I'm the champ.
EO gonna win.
Yeah, I think she gonna retain.
She is too. I think she is too. I think she is too. I
Yeah.
think triple threat matches is for the person who usually would not win. That's what I think.
Hmm.
Because it's a good excuse. It's always like a reason, like, oh, you won, but you didn't pin me. Like it's always like that. I think it's gonna be something like that.
Okay.
What what about next topic? The Booker T swerve situation. Have you been keeping up with that?
Lightly, I saw Booker T's response, so then I went back and looked at what Swerve actually said, and in a lot of
Okay.
ways, I agree with Booker T. Like, why is you mentioning my name at the end of the pay per view?
Exactly.
Like, like,
Exactly.
like that's a
Bro,
waste.
you just
That's a
lost the
waste of your
fucking
moment.
title match. You lost the title match, and the first thing you do is get up and say, fuck you, Booker T. What? The Young Bucks just screwed you over, bro. Why you not mad at them?
Like, yeah, like he ain't got, like
I,
he ain't in
that doesn't make sense
AEW.
to
Like,
me.
why he ain't got nothing to do with it?
But it's more AEW being able to do what the hell they want to do, and this is what you get. This is what you get when fucking prisoners run an asylum, man. I think it was all bad for all bad. Number one, the storyline is trash, so that's already like my interest is already sort of low. But beyond having a trash ass storyline, the ending of the pay per view was terrible.
Mhm.
The pay per view was itself long as shit. it was 5 hours, bro.
It's
Like
always like
literally
that
five
though. I mean,
hours.
they always doing a bunch of matches. Like it's always long. Yeah.
Ridiculous amount of matches, man, and like 3 of them were good. I'm saying like only like 3 of them were good. Actually, and believe it or not, Jericho had like one of the better matches of the night,
Oh,
except
really?
for the ending.
Hmm.
The ending was stupid. He fucking he lose to I mean he beat Bandito, and then like the mother come out and stop it. Like Bandito's mom had something to do with getting the ref to restart it, and they restarted it, and then Bandito beat him like 40 seconds later. It was so dumb because I hate that because if we can restart a match, if you can see that I got cheated, you can run out and restart a match. Why are we only doing this once every 9 years? Why don't we do this like every fucking match? You don't have the ability to restart matches no other time, but just randomly every once in a while. Certain people with disability, it's kind of stupid a little bit. I don't like that.
It cheats it. I get it.
What's one of your pet peeves when it comes to terrible wrestling or terrible wrestling decisions?
Well, it's even though it's not like a wrestling decision, like I really do hate when like important matches get won by the roll up pin.
Oh,
Like, like to me,
yeah,
an important match should never get won by a roll up pin.
I agree. I agree. That's not
Like,
enough to dictate like who
like I
really
don't even
won.
care when it's the heel move and they get the quick roll up pin and they roll out the ring and run away. Like,
Yeah.
like no, you still need to get some other type of heel tactic type of win. Like to me,
So you
the
saying
roll up
only
pin.
for a big match, like a regular match don't bother you.
Yeah, regular match. I mean, it's like whatever. I get it on regular matches. Like, okay, you had to steal the win, but I just feel like a big match, like you should win. Like if it's on a pay per view, if it's for a title, if it's like the end of our feud, it shouldn't be won by a roll up pin.
That's actually a really good one because the roll up is it's a terrible move overall because most people can't get held down by a roll up. Like, can't hold me down with a roll up, bro. Get the fuck off of me. I think you gotta beat the hell out of somebody to roll them up, and then that be the end of it. Just a simple fucking roll up. That's all it take. It's a terrible move. I think that's something that used to be real popular in the '80s, and then they just carried over. Vince let it go so long; it's just kind of a thing now.
Yeah, now it's just there
Yeah, it's just a thing. Isn't it called like a schoolboy? And then the proper
in the
name for it?
game. Now in the game, that's what they call it, the schoolboy.
Schoolboy. It's a terrible move.
Yeah,
That was wasn't that was that Woods finisher for a minute?
was it?
I believe. I think he was trying to. I think he
Oh,
was trying to
that's
piss people off.
terrible.
I think he was trying to piss people off.
That's terrible.
I believe that was Woods finisher move for a minute, man. Don't quote me though. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I believe that was it.
Oh, that's
All
so
right.
terrible.
Yeah, that's disgusting. All right, let's get into this, man, because I think I want to jump into this damn list. See what we got going on. See if my list
Well,
could destroy your list.
well, before we get into the list real quick, I got a hot take.
Oh, hold on. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Pull up
So,
then.
you know, it's this Jay and Gunther match. Like, I know I kind of hinted at it before, but I got the
Oh,
whole
okay.
play
Yeah,
now.
yeah. What's your theory on this? Because you seem like you know.
Man, I feel like I do. I feel like this would be epic, but I feel like you're gonna see like Gunther continues to give the best of them, right? So then it's like you get have a backstage segment. It'll be the right before WrestleMania, like that Monday before WrestleMania, and you see Jimmy on like crutches or something in the back talking with Jay, and Jimmy's telling Jay, "Hey, don't do it," and Jay like, "Hey, I gotta do it," like oos, like he's like, "Hey, he's like Gunther gotta pay. I gotta do whatever I can by any means necessary." and then then you see the little scene where he like walk off and he walk into an office and the door closed.
Okay.
Then you get to
Hold on,
WrestleMania.
hold on real quick. Something is your stream frozen?
You're frozen on my screen.
Yeah, something ain't right. Your screen is still moving though. You're good.
Yeah, I'm moving on mine.
I I I, I don't know if it's on. I think we back now.
Oh,
Okay,
now
we
you
back. Go
moving
ahead.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, we back. We back. We back.
Okay. So then like you get to WrestleMania and unusually Gunther come out first. Which
Mm.
the champion don't usually normally come out first. So Gunther
Right.
comes out. He cuts some promo like he about to end his whole little yeet movement. He gonna put him up just like he put up his brother. He's like, this gonna be the last time you even see the yeet. So then Jay's music hits, and he walks out stoic like he did last week. He ain't eating, but the whole crowd going crazy. The whole
Yeah, he was serious.
arena, everybody is on their feet yeeting, and he just walking down the ramp with the little mean look on. Then he get like about a quarter of a way
Okay.
down the ramp, and then the Rock's music hits. And this dude then sold his soul to be be Gunther.
Oh, okay. You know what? Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
So
That,
that
that
gives
that's
away
actually
that gives
that's
away for
actually
him to
pretty
lose.
decent.
That gives away Gunther a reason to lose. Still looks strong. Now the Yeet movement is the champion, and it's like then Rock got this like little stable of people.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's actually fire. And to me, that makes Jay 17 times more interesting. Out the gate, I'm already intrigued. Salute to Matt with the hard ass. That was a hard ass pitch. Fire ass. I like the pitch. I think you just improved Mania by 10%. I like you 17% more, but I think you improved Mania by 10%.
I appreciate
Salute
that.
to you. That's hard. That's like what's now I believe the fucking like the improbability. How you say the word?
It's improbable.
Probability. The probability of it
Oh,
happening. I almost choked on that word, bro. The probability of that happening is like very slim. But I think it's fire. I think that whole idea would be raw because number one, it's the switch up nobody saw coming. Nobody. However, I think it's the switch up that's more needed. It ain't as big as the Cena switch, but he gonna keep shit going because he on a limited time. So like we got another year of this from Jey Uso. That'd be crazy. I'm actually with that. I'm
and
sorry
it,
now.
and it gives Gunther a reason to lose and still look strong.
There you go. Exactly.
And that's the thing. It gives and the Yeet movement can take off because now you got a champion. It just makes a lot of sense in my opinion.
And then on top of that, it's like is making Gunther look kind of crazy by losing to the Yeet Man. It's like he just yeety.
It opens up a
Yeet,
whole new
yeet.
Gunther though. It gives him
Yeah,
another new story going forward too.
I think it improves the story a great deal. I, a huge deal. That's major. All right, let's get into this because I think this list is something fire. Where's my list? There we go. Man, what the fuck is up with this stream today? Think every when we come back, I ain't throwing them facts up no more. Every time a nigga throw them facts up,
Hmm.
it's freezing today.
Okay. Yeah, because we moving. Only person not moving is you.
Oh, y'all, both of y'all moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stuck.
Oh, that's just some true bullshit. All right,
Yeah, you
let's
ain't
get
holding no belt.
there we go. You know what? That's crazy, right? Ain't that crazy? Nigga lose his title, my computer turned his back on me, internet,
Hey man,
no respect no more.
nothing loyal out here, man. Even
That
computers.
is crazy.
What
We've never
what
had
have you
this
done
shit.
for what have you done for me now?
Exactly. Exactly. Nigga, you used to be the man. God damn, no love in your own crib. I still treat my computer right. I still be on the internet. I play Call of Duty today. Like I listen to Alexa. Use the internet. Like I don't deserve this shit. Oh yeah, if you're not familiar, get familiar. My nigga Tone G in the house. Make some noise.
Oh, what's going on?
We got it's list time, man. It's list time.
This that new Cleveland.
Oh my bad, my bad. Hit the wrong one.
We
Wrong
still
shit.
from Cleveland.
Wrong.
We still from Cleveland. We still from
Oh, we
Cleveland.
still from Cleveland, no doubt.
This that new Cleveland, boy.
Yeah, we can let that ride. You know, I got my shows mixed up for a minute. All
What's wrong with it?
right, so I want to get into this worst WrestleMania match list. Now this is interesting today. We got two lists that we doing today, and I personally think both of them are going to be very very different because not only have we never done a list on the worst WrestleManias, we never even really had a conversation about it. So all these going to be fresh takes, and beyond that, this cartoon situation, I can't wait to see where y'all drop the ball on this one because my list is right. Y'all niggas list is about to be wrong. So let's get into this.
Damn, even opinions is not subjective.
You can have wrong opinions. Come on, bro. This is America. Come on, bro. You thought your opinion meant if I disagree with your opinion, nigga, you're wrong. Are you crazy?
Well, I agree with that part. Yeah, I agree with
All right, let's
that.
kick that list off. Tom, kick it off, man. Kick the list off.
I kick it off. Let's see. I only really had. I could have put down a plethora of like honorable mentions, but I really didn't. I threw
Yeah, I didn't either
for one,
because we had two lists.
yeah, for one little honorable mention, I threw down Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. That should have never
We
been
really think
involved.
alike because I had one honorable mention too.
So to kick it off for my number five worst WrestleMania matches of all time, I put Vince
Okay.
McMahon versus Pat McAfee. Just recent one to start my list off at. That was
Oh my
WrestleMania
god.
number 38.
That's Stone Cold Stunner? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I rather for matches instead of it being a match like that, you just have a segment and then you just get one over on Vince or something like that. Rather than
You
have
know,
a goddamn match.
When McAfee was standing there after the match, because he had just had the match with KO.
Mhm.
Right.
Just had a great match with KO. I mean, it was fun as hell. He's standing in the ring. No, did McAfee go against KO that year? Because McAfee had just had a match.
Yeah, he just
That's
had a
right.
match. Yeah.
I think it
Kevin
was
Owens.
KO. Right? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So he just had that match. He's standing there, and Vince is outside the ring, and he get to loosening up his tie. And the crowd get to go. I'm like, yo, I'm lit too though, because I like when Vince, you know what I'm saying, be doing that heel shit. But I don't like his matches. Like, I'm not thinking you have to actually pull the trigger on this. So he teasing it. And then he take the shirt off, but he put it back on. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, okay. Man, when he hopped in the ring and actually took the shirt off and began, when they rang the bell, I instantly got pissed. What the fuck is going on? McAfee just had a great match. Now he got to sell for these terrible, stale ass punches. Vince McMahon throwing these slow ass potatoes, fucking McAfee up with these hard ass punches. I'm like, yo, this is terrible. Terrible. Oh, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. What you got, Matt?
Uh, my honorable mention, I had Daniel Bryan and Sheamus when Daniel Bryan
Yeah,
lost in like
that
30
18 seconds
seconds.
was whack. The 18 seconds was whack.
they
Didn't he kiss Bree?
what'd you say?
Is that the one? Talking about when he kicked Bree and then he lost, turned around and got
Yeah,
kicked?
yeah, he
Yeah,
kissed.
yeah.
Pissed me off. But you know what? I will say this: the surprise that it was kind of like a big deal because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, the shock factor.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah,
expecting a great match. Like I
classic.
mean,
Right.
like I expected like this great WrestleMania title defense and match, and then you get that.
I
Right.
think I understand with your frustration. I just feel like that's okay sometimes. I feel like the shock
I
value and the
just
surprise. I think that's okay sometimes.
I don't
But I do
believe
understand where you're coming from. It was trash.
I'm gonna side with Matt because I don't believe of having factors of that magnitude in championship matches. That's just my personal opinion. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Sometimes
at,
let it ride
at
out, especially
WrestleMania, I get it.
especially when they both can put on the show for you and give you a certain amount of level of the stars of matches. It would have been a decent match for real. Sheamus was no slouch. That was
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and
All right.
then
Well,
my
from
number
my oh,
five.
go ahead.
That was my honorable
No,
mention.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
Oh
I did the
yeah,
vote. Yeah.
my number five was the blindfold match between Jake the Snake and Rick Martel when they was
You
just
didn't like that match?
wandering around the ring
I
because
am the only person on the
they was
planet who liked that match.
blindfolded.
I like that match.
That match was terrible.
I like that match, man.
your
There's
opinion
a
is wrong, Squeeze.
there's a reason why there ain't never been another blindfold match.
Really, nigga. Y'all hating on that match, man. That match was fire, man.
Man, these dudes was walking around like one over here, like they ain't even by each other.
Yeah.
You may need to go back and rewatch that one.
I actually did. I watched it not too long ago. So I grew up with that match because I had it on VHS. And remember the old Coliseum home videos,
Yeah.
Right.
home Coliseum, whatever it was. I had
Yeah,
one of those.
Richfield. Yeah.
That match was on there. This nigga said
Okay.
Richfield. Richfield, this is where the Cavs used to play. Richfield Coliseum. I'm talking about Coliseum home video.
Oh,
WWF.
you talk about? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Old WWF tapes with Sean Mooney. You remember Sean Mooney?
Sorta, kinda.
Yeah, y'all got it. Yeah, that's throwback. That's throwback for y'all. That's
So
old
yeah,
school.
sorta, kinda. Yeah.
Old school WWF right there. Sean Mooney and my nigga from the In Your House, Todd Pettengill.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I do. Yeah.
Sean Mooney and Todd Pettengill. That's throwback. All right. So my honorable mention was the gimmick Royal Rumble, but Battle Royal. You remember the gimmick
Mhm.
Battle Royal where they had
Yes.
like the Repo Man, Goon,
Yeah. Like
Oh
all of the.
yeah.
the nigga who came out the egg.
Yeah.
So Iron Sheik ended up winning that because he couldn't take a bump. That's the only reason he won. So like he's like, I can't get slammed. So they're like, all right, nigga, you gonna win. And that was it. All right,
That's how it was.
my number five, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way. Brock versus Undertaker. I mean Brock versus Goldberg. Brock versus Goldberg. We all know the story behind that joint. Brock was on his way out. Goldberg was on his way out. The audience found out, and WrestleMania 20 did not recover. They got booed out to Madison Square Garden. It was terrible. Nobody wanted to participate. It was an ugly match. Really, really bad match. Um, I think the potential was there at that moment. They ended up making it a good match years later, but I think it could have been a good match then if the crowd didn't tear it down. I think after the crowd tore it down, they decided, I don't give a fuck no more. Whatever happened, happened, nigga. Fuck you. And it
Nah, that
just went
match
back.
was
Nah.
destined to be bad.
Yeah, I was about to
Really?
say
You
I
think
got
so?
that on. I got that. I got that on
Hey,
my
go
list.
into some of the intro.
I speak. I speak more about that on there, but I
It's your
agree.
turn right now. What you got, Tone G?
um, for my number four, I actually put two down. So it can go either way. It really don't make a difference. But they both involve. Unfortunately, they both involve. It's King Kong Bundy versus Taker, trash
Oh,
match,
oh yeah.
and Taker versus Giant Gonzalez. Either one you
Uh,
want to slice it up. Terrible matches. That's probably the Undertaker's best worst matches. It ain't his
yeah.
fault either. It ain't even his fault
I got
either.
that. I got that on my list. But if you actually look back at it, we really shouldn't be that surprised because before they start actually labeling it the streak, he had a couple trash ass matches at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Taker had a few trash matches,
Yeah,
bro.
I say probably about a good like 5 to 7 to 8 for real. Because
Well,
I
the streak
watched,
was like
Yeah.
I think he had 11 wins before they even started counting the streak.
Yeah,
yeah,
because the
that's what I'm
streak, they
saying.
really didn't get a call the streak
To
till
like
Orton.
12, 13, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a while.
yeah,
So
it
yeah,
was Orton that really, because he's like he was gonna break the streak. I think that was like where
Orton. Yep,
yeah, that's when
Orton.
they really started getting called the streak.
He had a couple trash matches at WrestleMania before then. So
yeah.
in fact I got that one on my list too.
Yeah. Speaking of more bad Undertaker matches at WrestleMania, which is crazy that it's Undertaker. I
Crazy to
got
say that, right?
yeah, exactly. I got the Undertaker where it was originally him and Nathan Jones versus Big
Oh
Show and A Train, but then like
man,
Nathan
Yeah,
Jones dropped
Nathan
out, and
Jones
then
didn't even
then
get
it
in.
was a then it was a 2-on-1, and then Nathan Jones showed up at the end. Yeah,
He didn't
that
even want
whole
bro to be in
match.
the match. That was wild. Nathan Jones was not that bad. He wasn't that bad to where he couldn't stand on the outside of the damn ring, man. Come on.
right, for real.
That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. How did he get in this position if he was that terrible?
Hey man,
Like, no,
they
for
had
real.
that story vignette that he was like this escaped convict and getting out
Yeah.
of prison and all that stuff. So they built him up as this bad guy, but
You
just
know, it
never
was like
amounted.
Nails. It was a Nails story told over again, for real. If you think about it, you remember Nails? Remember
Kind of.
Nails and Big Boss Man?
Oh
Nails
yeah,
used to have
yeah.
Oh yeah,
all these
yeah.
wrestling
Now,
promos.
yeah, yep.
It's sort of retelling that same story. That's a good one though. That's a good one. My next one, I ain't gonna elaborate much. Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. Terrible match.
Terrible, terrible.
Yep.
Yeah,
Terrible. First
Uh-huh.
off, this nigga had a jumpsuit with muscles on it.
Yep.
right. And he was
This
like
nigga came
seven
to the
four,
ring.
7'5".
Hey, Undertaker said, "Look, I can't beat this nigga. Hand me that chloroform." That is, yo, Undertaker ain't even really try. Like he swung on dude a few times. It was like, okay, nigga, okay, hold on. Come here, hand me that goddamn ring. And this nigga just really murdered a nigga in front of all of
That was
he
more. That was more of the demonic Undertaker when we was first getting them scaring everybody and shit like that.
I knew. A
Yeah.
chair shot is one thing, but you literally killed this nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on. Sheesh.
Oh my
And
goodness.
wasn't even ashamed of it. Like, yeah, I mean, niggas die sometimes. Like, wow, okay, okay. Nigga really so he's really an Undertaker. Okay, let it go. I ain't seen nothing. All bad. Who you got, Tom?
Oh man, I hate to do this to you, Squeeze, and I think you gonna agree with me
Uh,
still.
don't say no
WrestleMania
Bret Hart
20.
now.
Oh my goodness. See, that's why we all co-hosts. We kind of know the chemistry where we going. It's not his good year. So this is WrestleMania 26. They trying to rekindle the
Listen,
Montreal screw job. Bret Hart versus Vince. Terrible match. They both Bret Hart old as shit in the ring, smacking Vince with the chair with the no holds bar match. So that was a terrible match by far. Bret Hart shouldn't even did it. He ain't even come out in no wrestling gear, some baggy
you
ass
talking about
jean shorts,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I
Yeah.
some
forgot Brett
elbow
was in
pads.
Yeah.
I forgot he was the
Yeah.
US champ during that time too.
Yeah, I had that
Yep.
as one of my honorable mentions because I actually had three honorable mentions. That was one.
That was a bad match. You're right about that. You're right about that. That broke my heart to see that. And that's the one when the family act like they got paid and then they turn their back on Vince.
Yeah, y'all.
Corny as
Yep.
corny as hell. I remember that.
And then my next one. Actually, it's two of my favorite people. But the match was just so terrible. John Cena and The Miz, when the whole thing was just building with The Rock, and they had the match. Their match was
Oh yeah, yeah,
pointless.
Are
And
you talking
because
about the one with when they had Nikki Bella
the
and
one where
Maurice?
The Rock was the host, 27,
Oh,
where The Rock
oh,
was the host,
yeah. When the
and
Miz
everything
won,
was really just
Miz
building
won that
towards
match,
next
right?
year. And
yeah,
that
that's
match
when
was
Miz
just a match,
retained.
of just like the match was just a filler. And I mean the
That
like
that match
the
happened because that match had to happen.
Yeah, but I think that's what another thing where they be too far ahead of the curve. I think let Rock drop their promo the day after WrestleMania. You don't do it during that event of going into WrestleMania. You're not fighting for a title or none of that shit. Like
Yeah,
sometimes they just be too far ahead.
I
and then he
agree
hit.
with you on
Then
that.
The Rock ends up being the last man standing inside the ring with both of them because you rock bottoms, and and
Right.
then he the one standing. But this like the end of WrestleMania. Like, why is the dude? Why is the host the last man standing in the ring? Like,
And it
just
completely took away from the fact that the Miz retained his title at WrestleMania.
yeah,
Yeah, like he's supposed to have his moment still walking up to whether he celebrated in the ring or on the ramp, like traditional.
exactly.
Twice in a lifetime. Twice in a lifetime. But and the first match wasn't even that good. I mean,
Mm.
no, which one was it? That the first one that wasn't even that good.
Yeah, the
The one with
first
the
one.
Rock on.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
Because that was the one where he tore his ribs. They did the one he tore his ribs where they just hit each other with finishers the whole time.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
he like hurt his ribs in like the first 5 minutes of the match.
and then he fuck up like a movie. Then he set him back like $65 million or something because he couldn't film some movie or something right after that.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's a good one. See, this is why I'm glad we had this one because this is a good these are good lists because I didn't even think of a few of these. My next one. Okay, I said that one. All right. Kali, the great Kali versus Kane.
Any anything involving Great Khali.
The great Kali versus Kane. Do y'all remember that match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the one where Great Khali had the title still?
No, I don't think this is
No,
for
this is
No, he didn't have
no,
a
that ain't the
title.
one. Nah.
It
this
was a
was just a
stipulation
bad
match,
match.
right?
Yeah, this was a terrible match, man. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. Great Khali, he could barely move and shit. And Kane was not. This was massless Kane.
Right.
Massless Kane was ass. I I wasn't feeling it. When Kane lost that mask,
I
Kane was
think
still cool with the mask, but he really fucked up when he lost the voice box. To me, it started going downhill from there.
I just think they didn't know what to do with him when they unmasked him for real, for real.
They shouldn't have never let him. They started fucking
Yeah.
up when they talk. When he was with DX and
But
started talking, and then
right,
he
but my
got rid of
thing,
the
Yeah,
voice
that was
box. They
just
led
like
him
you
to
saying, why didn't they keep the aura or the mystique around Kane just like how they did the Undertaker? Like it
exactly.
was pointless and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They could have done that shit. McCain would have been. He would have aged a lot different and a lot
He
better.
would have been he would have been the only wrestler, just like you said. So where you wouldn't really care if he talked or not, but you as long as you hear the voice box here and there or some shit like that, you would have been cool
Yeah,
with it.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I agree.
yeah.
Terrible.
So for my number two, y'all already know what it is. Jimmy versus Jay for my number two. Horrible match. They could have themed this Super Kick City. I think they had a contract with one another to see who can do the most super kicks within a
It
certain time limit.
was a bet with
The
Shawn
match,
Michaels.
yeah, the match was horrible. It was nothing. Forget trying to sell me the story because they twins and they do everything equally. At the end of the day, somebody got to be better, and they both looked like trash that night.
Huge disappointment.
Super Kick City, man.
For real. Trash.
That's
Trash
that's
city.
on my list. That's on my list. I'll speak on it more later. That hurt me.
uh, my next one, I mean, well, we already said that Taker and Gonzalez, but instead I go with another one. I had another one on my list, so I'll use that one instead. This one was during the pandemic. Braun Strowman versus Goldberg.
Okay. Okay. I can agree with that. I
that
just I started laughing because like anything with Brian Strowman is I can't stand him.
that match was
He's not
terrible.
good. Don't he got like is it me or the fake muscles? He's
For
big,
real.
he's not
I'm a,
strong, man.
if I'm gonna
Niggas
be
not
all the way honest, I think I only liked the Braun Strowman because of the way he was depicted when Bray Wyatt had when he was with Bray Wyatt. For real. I think
thousand percent
that was the better
thousand.
version of Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Like,
When he's the black sheep, that nigga was raw.
yeah.
Hmm.
He
Other
ain't
than
talk,
that, just like you said, he trash. Ain't talk. Yeah, like just
Yeah,
pure
yeah.
muscle and stuff like that.
came out. We
So,
didn't even see his face. We just knew this was a big scary motherfucker.
right,
He's coming out. This nigga coming out doing all this train shit, running around the ring. Like, man, sit your corny ass down. I can't stand Braun Strowman. And then it seems like every time he pick up anybody, it's a struggle. It don't even be big people. It be like he picking up CM Punk and he can't just scoop him up. It's always a little, yeah, all right. Like,
man,
come on, man. What all
he
them what
got
you
maybe
doing? What the fuck? Not real.
he got he got slippery palms, man. A little anxiety.
I'm strong, but I got little hands. Yeah, all right, nigga. You weak, nigga. Uh, no, Brian Strowman, they shouldn't even brought him back. They ain't have to bring him back. All right, who I got? Okay, here we go. Cole versus Lawler.
I
Cole
was
versus Lawler was
Yep.
disgusting. Not a good match at all. And then they let Michael Cole win,
Hey man, he
knowing
right,
undefeated
that
at WrestleMania, man.
Jerry
He the only
Lawler, who
one with
was
a real streak out here now. You
no
know.
RVD undefeated still.
This
RVD
is
still undefeated at WrestleMania. And Bianca Belair is still undefeated, technically, until this year.
until next
Until
week.
next week.
Until next week.
But the thing is, like, Michael Cole was supposed to get the shit beat out of him. Jerry Lawler been a legend. He always wanted to
true.
have a match in Mania. He finally get it, and it's against
And
Michael
yeah,
Cole. And he lose? Are you kidding me? Vince just be doing stupid stuff. Vince thought that was funny. Vince just thought that was funny. He did it. It's a terrible move.
right, for real. I agree with everything you said about that.
Straight up. Who you got, Tom?
Y'all already know what my number one is. Brock versus Goldberg. I believe is the worst WrestleMania match of all time. Only because from the simple standpoint that you have two main attractions in the ring. And I'm talking about like all time main attraction. This is before really Brock started going through his rampage and all of that.
Yeah.
I believe it would have been a better match, but every time Goldberg is put in the match with somebody who's better than him wrestling, he can never hold up his end of the bargain. That's why he was mad at Diamond Dallas Page or William Regal before, especially William Regal. Um, I just I just believe it was just let down. They came too late. Once again, just coming off the aftermath of them by WCWs, and they dropped the ball with the mega matches they could have had at WrestleMania. So this coming a few years later after that, it just ain't live up to the hype. Couple pushes, no real wrestling, and I really don't blame it on Brock to be honest. I think just like you said, they both was on their way up out the door, a half-ass match. They ain't have to give it a they all. They weren't showing up the next day anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they had a good intentions, and then once it turned left, they both just said, "Fuck this shit."
Yep. Well, I got the same number one, so I just give you about my opinion now because I feel like a lot of the same things y'all said. I mean, I do blame Brock too. I give him the equal. He was the other person in that match. I give him the equal share because that shit was so terrible. And I think too because like I was a fan of Brock, so I couldn't wait, and I didn't like Goldberg, so like I was like
Got your
really
back, but
waiting, for
yeah,
him to, punish the other side, so to say, and then just to watch them grapple push for 20
yeah,
Right.
minutes. It was
yeah.
uh just so disappointing. So
I think
yeah.
the most disappointing part was like it was like if you give your little brother the controller, let him play the computer, and it's like it's a terrible match. It's just a bad match. Just shouldn't happen. It shouldn't
And
happen.
yeah, because I like the anticipation was part of why
Well,
it was
yeah,
so bad to me, because there were worse matches that I wrestled on my list, but like that one, because of the anticipation, the hype,
Yeah.
I was excited about it.
So yeah,
And
so let me put it in the other terms to make it make more sense because I agree with you too, man. The best part about this match was seeing it on the card, not even actually them coming to the ring or nothing, because of just what you said, the anticipation. You see it, and you reading it's like, oh, this match about to be fire, and to see what happened. That was the best part about that match, just seeing them on the card, just seeing Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar.
I don't disagree with you. I feel the same way about Jimmy and Jay. The anticipation was high. I was really, really excited to see this shit, and it just let me down, like for real. My last one is very different actually. My last one, my number one is Bart Gunn versus Butterbean.
Mm. The boxing match I had.
That shit was disgusting, bro. Disgusting. First and foremost, did anybody believe Butterbean was not going to win a match? I don't understand. Like, did Vince think he was fooling somebody? This is Bart Gunn, who is a wrestler, very mid wrestler, and then he went and started beating up the locker room. All right, that's cool. But we
But he
see
well
his team
he had the background in boxing though. I just don't think a lot of people knew about that.
well, the
He
thing is,
actually
he
like
was like,
professionally boxed.
nah, he ain't go professional though. Nah.
Yeah, if you
Bart,
look it up, you'll see Bart Gunn as a professional boxer. That was the
I
reason
knew
why
he
the reason why the smoking gun split.
I thought Bart Gunn was a nigga who took boxing lessons and just started beating up the locker room. Yeah, I don't remember him being a professional. Like I don't remember that, but I
Yeah,
remember
he,
he was
he had
good.
like yeah he had like 10 professional fights. That's the reason why they
So, this,
split the smoking
so,
guns up.
so
But I know what you
just
said though.
from my naked eye, right? So I'm watching this nigga and I see him beating up Godfather and shit like that. And he don't even look like a boxer to me. I'm like, what is going on? You gonna put him against Butterbean? And I'm not gonna hold you. Like Butterbean did what the fuck he was supposed to do, man. He mangled that nigga, man. What was it like? 40 seconds, 20 seconds?
Yeah,
It was it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Pack him up, get him out of here. I didn't like any of it. Highly disappointed at that joint. Now the thing is this. I probably should have been I shouldn't have been because I shouldn't have had no hopes for it. But I guess I just believed that Bart Gunn had what it took.
because you done been watching this.
They They pulled me in, had me believing he had a shot, and Butterbean did what Butterbean was supposed to do, man. It was bad. It was
Went in there and put belt to ass.
belt boots that ass cheeks. Get him out of here.
Get him out of
What you
here.
doing in my ring, sucker? That was wild. There was really some really, really good lists though. I feel like I like when we have fire ass lists like this. I really do. Like I really do. It give me a new perspective. How you thinking about shit you wouldn't never normally think about, different angles, different people's point of view. I like it. Now let's get real interesting. I want to know your top 5 cartoons. I want you to give me a glimpse of what it was like in your house on Saturday mornings. I want to know the last thing you saw on the TV before you walked out your door. Because if you like me, I was watching either some cartoon or Channel 8 News. It depends. It depends. I was a Channel 8 News nigga in high school
Yeah, you
though.
were the other side. I didn't
Like
like channel 5 or 8 because they just seemed so old fashioned to me. I
I
always
didn't
rock
switch
with
over
like
to
channel
19 for like,
19.
no, I'm firmly a 19 nigga now. But
No, that's not. I mean, I guess I've been ahead of the curve. I seen the transition a long time ago. I'm like, I'm not rocking with them.
I ain't getting
But
to
I
the
did watch Fox 8 though. But now that I'm older, I felt like I watched No Bernie and all the grow ups.
shit. Fox
Wayne Dawson.
you I didn't switch over to 19 until Ronnie Duncan and Sports Extra. That's what
Right? Yeah. See
got me in. Yeah,
that.
Sports Extra.
Look, we on the same page. I will watch the news specifically for that last
Yeah,
15 minutes of the
45.
show.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That nigga come on. 1, 2, 3. It's me. What's up? I'm Ronnie Duncan.
Right.
My nigga. And then when it was over, he'd be like 3, 2, 1. I'm done. See you tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. 19 Action News. Like my nigga. Now I know everybody's score. I used to only know the Indians games. Like nigga, I ain't had no cable. Nah, I feel like I know something. I know what Chicago did today. They won.
Uh,
Let's get into this list, Matt. Kick it off. Because it's wrong, but you can go.
Okay, well, I got three honorable mentions. I got Gargoyles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Pinky and the Brain.
Okay. So you remember when I said one of your list, I knew one, Gargoyles was the one I knew. Out
Oh,
the
okay.
gate, out the gate, I thought that was one of the two I said.
Yeah,
Oh, Gargoyles is go. I remember being over your house after school, being pissed that this nigga had me watching Gargoyles. I couldn't stand
that
Gargoyles.
it.
shit, bro. You didn't
Gargoyles.
like gargoyles?
Hold up, now
Gargoyles.
hold up. Later on in life, I ended up respecting Gargoyles, but
Gargoyles is
Gargoyles was raw.
a
initially,
classic.
no, I couldn't stand that shit.
What?
No, I couldn't.
Gargoyles was raw from the
I,
beginning.
I didn't respect. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I wasn't with it.
Damn.
Yeah, Gargoyles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Pinky and the Brain were my honorable mentions. My number five was Thundercats. Thundercats was my show. Lion-O, Panthro,
Shout
Chitara,
out. Man,
Mumra,
Matt had him
everybody.
thinking like,
Thundercats was my show.
Really? Mm.
you ain't like Thundercats either?
I I got honest to God say I've never watched it. Not one day in my life.
Wow.
I've
How
never
the
seen.
fuck is you from the 80s and raised in the
I,
90s?
I failed you as my friend.
I know.
If we ain't
Now
never watched Thundercats.
I've heard of it. I know what it is. I've never watched Thundercats. Not once.
Man.
That's insane, but it's true. I've never watched it.
You're missing out. You're missing out on
I don't even know the
epic
premise.
time.
I just know these niggas is
I
like cat.
guarantee you know the song. If you was to hear it, I know you would know it's Thundercats.
Thundercats, Thundercats, Thundercats.
Soon
I,
as you hear the hoe.
I don't know. Oh, that's it. Was I close?
Man, what? Not one time?
Oh wow.
Never, bro.
Man, it's my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I got quite a little few. I got Animaniacs as one of
That's a
my
sleeper.
honorable mentions. I count all of that together like Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs as a branch off from them anyway. So,
Yeah.
I got Schoolhouse Rock as a honorable mention. That's always a throwback, along with Recess as well.
Recess was
Re-
fire.
Recess was my
Man, that shit on my list, man. Why you fuck man? Damn, man. All right, all
I
right.
mean, we
Recess
from
was
the same
fire.
area. But also, my number five to start my list off is continuation of Matt's. I got Thundercats at number five to start off my list.
Good choice. Good choice.
Both of y'all said Thundercats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, y'all wildin'. Okay, let's get into this real list. Honorable mentions. This might surprise you. I got three of them. My honorable mentions are Dragon Ball Z,
Okay.
the Rugrats, and Tom and Jerry.
Mm,
Tom
okay.
and Jerry.
Classics.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I said,
But
damn.
your list is
I said,
wrong.
I said it backwards. Hold on. I
Your
said it
list
backwards.
is
Tom and Jerry is my number five.
okay.
My honorable mention was The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tom and
And
Jerry is elite. They don't talk.
classic.
Tom makes a noise when he get hurt. He scream and shit. Jerry does nothing. And this shit has been on for like 75 years.
That's my auntie favorite cartoon.
They just run through the house killing each other. They don't even speak. And that shit has been on for like
And
75
then
years.
they added the dog in there.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
it's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I like Spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number five.
Okay. Number four was very personal to me. I lived actually this life for a minute, so that's why my number four cartoon is Yu Gi Oh. So like I play the
Bruh.
card game, so
That's
like
one of my that's one of my honorable mentions that I ain't even saying because I thought y'all would kind of clown me, but Yu-Gi-Oh is top tier and I used to play the card game as well. So
yeah, I played the card game like hardcore for years.
I've never
So
seen it.
um,
I've heard of it though. It's like Pokemon, right?
yeah,
I never seen Pokemon.
his list is wrong, Matt.
No, what happened is
listen, he
my
ain't
son,
even singing
my
all the
son made me watch. My
cartoons.
son made me watch Dragon Ball Z on Crunchyroll, and now
You
I
just not
like Dragon Ball Z. But I didn't
I
ever watch
time out.
Dragon Ball Z
Time
until
out.
last
You
summer.
got to turn your mic off, put the headset down. You not I'm gonna get at the end of this, you gonna know why. Like we gotta have some words about this.
Like my son had me watching Dragon Ball Z. What?
No, I respect this.
That's from us, bro.
I
That
know.
is our era,
Now keep in mind, we started with episode one. We're currently on
bro.
episode like 83 or something.
Bro, the shit is fire, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. I respect it. That's why I'm like, yo, yeah, y'all, we on. It fucked me up when I found out that shit was out in the 80s.
Yeah,
Bruh.
that's what it
Yeah.
was.
What? 80s?
Yeah.
I have never, I've never heard it. I ain't never seen this shit until last summer.
I don't even
Bro,
watch
what?
anime, but
You
that's
don't
one that
remember
I
the you
watch.
don't, you
Like,
don't remember the memes people was doing like hella years ago that they got from Dragon Ball Z and then like
I
find out on the next episode that's came
now
from Dragon Ball Z.
I didn't know that though. Now you know one thing I did know. I kept hearing my nigga because my nigga is a nerdy rapper. I was heavy on the rap scene in this moment, and he used to always do this shit like over 9,000.
oh yeah,
I knew,
Yeah.
I knew that it was a Dragon Ball Z reference. I didn't know what the fuck it meant. I didn't know. I knew that though. That was all I knew about Dragon Ball Z. I ain't know nothing about Goku, the green nigga. I ain't know about none of that.
Piccolo,
Piccolo.
yeah.
Piccolo, my favorite person on Dragon Ball Z.
You gotta watch more episodes. Piccolo is
I like,
trash.
I like, not the, what's the nigga that's Goku stepbrother, the evil Goku.
I was gonna say you talking.
You know what I'm talking about? The nigga with the blue, gold, and white. He was a
Yeah,
dog.
that's one of the original sayings because Goku cut off his tail and he don't think he like original
Right,
saying and
right.
Vegeta there to try to
Vegeta,
remind him stuff
Vegeta,
like that.
Vegeta. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my dog, Vegeta. I like him too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite characters, Vegeta.
Hmm.
So yeah, so my number four to kick it off is for me I think is a classic, no doubt about it, hands down is Transformers. For me, my number four, um, cars turning into all type of shit. I was intrigued because they was morphing into stuff like that, Decepticons. just a childhood memory, and to see it come to life into the movies, I thought that was pretty rough. Transformers
So,
That's
before.
cool. I'm not. I don't have. I seen it before, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. But I will say this: a
What
real.
is going?
did
What
you
is
say you
going
don't know
on
nothing
with
about
you?
Transformers?
I know what it is. I just never seen. Like I watched it before. I just didn't see enough of it to be like. I got a strong opinion.
Your list is
You can't.
completely in you ain't never watched
You can't.
cartoons. You ain't never seen Transformers.
I've seen it
You can't
before.
debate with us on the cartoons.
A quick honorable mention, real quick.
Better say Garfield.
GI Joe, because
G.I. Oh hell no!
only because at the end when Sergeant Slaughter used to hop on the bench and talk.
Right, and like and give you the
I didn't
salute at
know
the
nothing
end.
about the regular show. I
You
knew
know Hulk Hogan.
ready for
You
that.
know they had a few with Hogan on there as well, doing the same thing as Slaughter.
No, I didn't know that.
Yep, he on there as well, doing the same thing.
I should have put that Rock and Wrestling too, because I used to watch that show too. You remember Rock and Wrestling?
Yep.
Yeah, that ain't on my list though. Um.
So
Oh,
what's your
what is this
four?
number three?
Your four.
Yep.
Oh, my number four.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so my number four. I was gonna say. So I had a backup for it, and you took my answer. So I'm about to switch it up. So my original number four would have been Recess. That's what I was gonna put. But I'm
Recess
switching
is
it up,
fire.
and now I'm
That's what's
changing
up.
it. I'm changing it to Wayne Head.
Ooh, I forgot all about Wayne
I used
here.
to
That's a
love.
classic too, bro.
I used to
And that kind
fucking
of, I
love
think
Wayne.
that was one of the first cartoons that hit home to me as a being a black young boy and stuff, and how it was his story was told
Party
about for
just
real.
begun.
For real, yeah. Wayne Head.
Right
One for fun.
fun. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that was the shit, yeah.
I used to love that shit. My
Okay,
kids watch it.
yeah.
We
You
hit the Wayne
you
Head
you
around.
you the kind of rebounded a little bit by bringing up Wayne here, but
You know what
we
I'm saying?
still on you. We are still on
My
you.
whole list fire though, even though y'all don't agree with what I missed out on. My list still fire.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good
Hey,
bring up right there.
you was playing a little earlier though, but Garfield really could have won on one of these lists though.
For real though, yeah. Garfield classic. That's
Garfield,
why.
yeah, Garfield was good.
It wasn't
Yeah.
good enough to make the list though.
Um, my number three would be X Men.
Woo! Banger,
Ooh.
banger,
Yeah,
banger.
So did you so mass so since you like the X-Men, did you watch the X-Men 97 that Disney did?
I still didn't watch '97
I
yet.
didn't
Bro,
see that either.
if you like the original X-Men,
It's
you
better
if
though.
go watch this, you would have wished this would have came out when we was younger. Just go back and watch that shit is fire, bro. That shit is like top tier like right now, for real.
I gotta give Matt his props. I was hating on him because I used to be pissed watching Gargoyles, but I never would have watched X Men if it wasn't for him and JC. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, yeah.
I used to be like, "Yo, this shit raw right here." I didn't even like. I used to didn't even know it was called X Men though. I used to think I was watching Wolverine. I'm like,
So because that was the one that stood out to you.
only nigga I knew.
Yeah. So for my number three, I couldn't decide on either one, so I just slashed it. It's I put Gargoyles and X Men. If you don't watch these growing up, I don't know what the hell y'all was doing for real. This is top tier action, storytelling, and it's just raw. Especially Gargoyles, it's just a certain kind of aura around Gargoyles. They only come out at night. They statue stone flying right up on top of the building. I used to be like, come on, hurry up and break out this goddamn stone. They about to get ready to kill these niggas.
Exactly.
And
They come up there
so
with Piggy's about to sledgehammer's about to pound them. Like, hey man, this sun don't set, man. It's over.
right, yeah. So Gargoyles and X Men for me for top for my number three.
Okay. So my number three, and I'm really pissed at this because I had so many more cartoons and not enough spots.
Nah, for real, I agree.
Yeah,
'Cause, I wanted to say some shit like Tailspins because I know that was a sleeper.
yeah. This could have easily
I
been a
fuck
top
with
10.
DuckTales and
I fuck
Tailspin.
with
Yeah,
Tailspins heavy,
Mm.
but what I am
yeah, me too.
I'm gonna pick TMNT, even though that's low key to go. Ninja Turtles, man, like Ninja Turtles
Flat out.
could easily be number one.
Yeah.
It could easily
I'm
be number.
not. I'm not mad with a plethora of number ones. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest, for real.
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles was so lit. That was one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Right.
But I think my
For real,
number
I
one
agree.
will surprise you.
My number one probably is well.
Yeah,
It's
like
not, but
based on the way y'all rate my list, I think my number one is gonna be like, what? You like that? Like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
my number two was Batman the animated
What
series.
the fuck? That was my number one, nigga.
He just said my number one gonna blow y'all mind. Y'all gonna be like, what?
like
What?
bro,
My number two is
we was
Batman the
the
animated. I'm like, oh,
we
that's
was
my
the
number one.
we was the only generation to watch a handful of cartoons and be outside really playing at the same time.
Really, nigga?
This is, but
Crazy.
but
But I gotta
Batman
For
the
follow.
real.
I gotta
animated
follow up.
series
I gotta
had
follow.
had an amazing storyline. You know, it introduced us to all the characters that you see in all the Batman movies. If you didn't read the comic books, you know, it was. I mean, yeah, the story was great. I mean, just everything about it.
Incredible story.
Yeah.
Not for
Incredible.
real.
That
So
that was easily the best cartoon. You know what? Back in the day, they didn't insult our intelligence with cartoons. They respected kids enough to give us like respectable
the
stories.
leeway.
We
Yeah, for real.
like we were able to use our heads in the '90s and come up with figure shit out. They
So
just
for me, I didn't even put none of the like the Spider Man or Batman on because I just think those are in a tier like by itself sometimes. Because if I really reworked my top five, I think it'd be completely different, for real. But I agree with y'all at two or one. I agree with that.
Mm.
But for my number two, for me being in the household and it's coming up, thirsty to watch this show. For me, my number two favorite all time show growing up was Darkwing Duck. For me,
oh
I
Oh,
thought
that's a
I thought the show was
yeah.
fire.
that's a fire
So
pick right there.
Wayne
I
Duck
don't,
was top
I don't,
tier.
yeah, so that's my number two.
I had him
Fire.
on my list and didn't keep it though. I agree though. I agree. I
yeah,
should have kept it.
yeah.
I should have kept it.
The Sinister Six. That version of the Sinister Six was raw. All his villains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that show a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
me too. For
that
real.
shit was lit. That was fire.
Mm.
That Disney was on. They had some heaters back in the day.
They had fire back in the
They
day.
had some heaters. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, all right. So my number two is something that is technically not even a cartoon. I feel like I'm able to sneak this in though. My number two was Power Rangers.
Mm.
The
See,
Yeah.
that's
original, the
that's one of
original
the original ones that
when
used to
Zach
come on
used
at like 7 in the morning. Yeah, Zach. Yep.
when Zach used to do all this before he punched me,
Yeah. Zach,
Yeah.
Jason, Kimberly,
What?
Trini,
Billy.
Billy,
Billy. Yep.
Yeah, the
Tommy.
original.
Yeah. Everybody.
Cause, bruh. So since we talking about the
Green
original, we
Green
all remember
Green
this.
Ranger
When
lineup
Tommy,
before the white one.
when I was about to say when Tommy first came, that was
Green Ranger.
legendary to us, bruh. When the
Man.
Green Ranger hit and he had the flute, and when
Oh,
he to call the dragon, bro, that was the coolest thing ever at the
Uh,
time by far.
School the next day after that happened, boy. That's like the internet now, where you like talk about like something crazy that just go on or like something big.
Bruh,
Like it
we
was
ima-
like
we imaginary fight and talk about no, I already picked the Green Ranger. You can't be him. Like,
exactly.
this nigga cheating. He always trying to do man. See, I got that move. This nigga cheating, man.
right. I agree with that. I agree. I agree with Power Rangers. That's a cartoon. Fuck what they talk about, Squeeze.
Right,
Exactly.
right,
Let's
exactly.
go. Let's go. Make some noise for Power Rangers, for the original Power Rangers. That was fire right there. That is a cartoon. The original Power Rangers.
Hey, facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't animated, but it got to be a cartoon. I think. Hello, this has to be a cartoon. Because what other category am I gonna put it in?
Right, yeah.
Where else does this go? It has to go
For
in it.
real. Yeah.
What's your number one, Matt?
And
Hold on.
my number one. Wow, this didn't come out when I was a child. And it's funny because you played a clip from it earlier today. It's the Boondocks.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo,
that's
Yeah.
that's like that's like you got to be rated R for that cartoon right there.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even like. I never even thought about it when I was making my list. I didn't even think
Yeah,
about
because I was thinking of like the cartoons from where we grew up, but Boondocks is
it.
top tier
My
too.
childhood.
Yeah.
I was childhood with it.
Yo,
I wasn't even thinking about
Boondocks is top
Yeah.
tier.
Boondocks
Yeah.
is elite. That's elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first, I never forget. Me and my friend, we went to visit one of our teachers up in Michigan, and he was like, "Oh, the Boondocks on it." I was like, "I ain't never heard of it," and he was like, "Oh, you can watch this episode." And I was like, I watched that episode. I was like, this the most racist shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was the guest host coming to dinner episode, which is funny.
Oh,
That's the one that you played the clip from too earlier
I know,
today.
right?
Right.
That was the first episode I ever saw, and I was like, "Man, this is the racist shit." And like, he was cracking up at it. I'm in shock. Like, I'm watching this shit. Like, I'm like, they got to put this on TV. I couldn't believe it. Then
That was
my brother had the DVD of like the whole season, and I was like, "Oh, this is that racist shit." Spence showed me that one time. I was like, "Let me see." Man, I'll binge watch the whole 2 seasons. I was
got
like,
to.
"This is the greatest shit I've ever seen in my
Hold on, let
life."
me go give me some chips. I'll be right back. It better not
Right.
thought it was gonna be. Hold on. Hey, come
Yeah,
upstairs. I ain't coming out today.
but
Exactly.
yeah, Boondocks is top tier. Boondocks is top
Boondocks
tier,
is
man.
yeah.
I can only imagine with the material we got going on now in the world what episodes would look like.
No, right?
Man.
Oh
Bro,
my god.
for
Oh my
real.
god. They you know
So,
what? They started when they hit when they hit the home run with the chicken sandwich episode, man.
Oh, the chicken
man,
sandwich.
Fuck you, man, ain't no
one of
more
my
chicken in
favorite
this bitch.
one of my favorite episodes of the Boondocks, bro. Like I don't give a fuck is when Riley found out his favorite rapper was gay, and he snuck up to the
Oh,
hospital. He had to go visit him
Gangsta-licious.
so bad, yeah. And
Yeah.
when he saw them kissing, he was like, "Nigga, what the y'all niggas gay?"
My nigga was
Yeah.
disappointed. I would have been
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
But
mine was the Scarface episode where
oh,
when they
easily,
sell that candy.
easily,
Yeah,
easy,
that's
hands down. When that nigga turned around in that chair and let him
Oh,
have
like
man.
my president is black and my Lambo is blue.
the whole like 20 seconds non-stop of him just letting him, man, that shit was lit.
Yeah, Boondocks is top
That little
tier
bit
on the
was their
level by
whole
itself.
episode.
Mm.
The white girl
Yeah,
was slanging them
Oh,
like,
she didn't play
yeah,
no games.
she
If
was
you
on
if
one.
you
She was
needed
a real
somebody,
I
yeah,
think if you
yeah,
gotta pick one opposite of that though, you gotta go to Usher episode.
yeah.
yeah.
Got
Uh,
to.
Well, now I think now like it's so much more poignant because of like the about your residency and how everything that happened, and it's like
The
now it's
cherries and
like
shit. And
yeah, like now it's just crazy.
I would like to see the Kiki Palmer episode of that.
Right.
All right, my number one. Oh, what's your number one, Tone?
My number one, the greatest show of all time, just coming home for anticipation, is Dragon Ball Z is my number one of all
Oh,
time.
Dragon Ball Z.
So yeah, Dragon Ball Z, it kept you on the edge of your seats. I mean, for us being teenage males and they fighting on the episode, what more can you have? And they really fighting and they moving at the speed of light and all type of shit. So I
Yeah,
was just intrigued on Dragon Ball Z.
it's an easy watch.
Yeah, for real.
Or they can fight for a whole episode, and you like, oh, I gotta wait till
Yeah.
next episode so you have the
Exactly.
next.
Yeah, niggas really be
Mhm.
fighting the whole 15 minutes. And you be like, wow, I'm still, I still want to see who won. Like, about to watch this. Me and my son got to like, man, we got to like episode 13 before we took our first break. And I was like, all right, nigga, all right, I'm about to go do something else. But
Are y'all are
we
y'all
watched
through the
a lot.
cell games yet? Have y'all got to the cell games yet?
Oh, we passed that.
Oh, yeah, past that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, so yeah.
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 So
All right.
y'all passed like Majin Buu?
Is that when they went out? They the capsule they sent them out of space or something?
Okay, no, y'all ain't there yet. Almost there.
Okay, okay. So, um, my number one, I changed it because Matt, took the sting from it initially. But I got something else. Number two just moved up to number one. Still a sleeper. The Goof Troop.
Goof Troop
You
was
said
good.
Go Troop is good. Yeah,
Goof
okay.
Troop.
Yeah.
Literally one of the best cartoons that is a sleeper. Niggas do not talk about Goof Troop. And
I
and,
like
and they don't mention a Goofy movie when they respecting Disney movies. Goofy movie
yeah,
is
the Goofy movie is
The Goofy movie
classic.
was good.
the best one.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
fact,
for real.
we're gonna later on. Don't keep going because we're gonna do a Disney movie list later on. So don't even don't.
And I think if we reworked our top five, I think we all have a different top five cartoons too.
Yeah, for sure, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon situation. I knew that was gonna be lit because we didn't grow up in the same house, and you didn't
Right.
have to watch the same thing. So like when you watching wrestling, you gotta watch what they put on there.
Clearly, because some people don't know Transformers, they don't know Thundercats.
Hey
When it's
man,
like,
hey
how is that
man,
even possible?
get up off me, bro. My list was still fire. My
Yeah,
list
it
was
is, but you not honing in on some classics. It's kind of like,
This the problem. This the
I
problem.
would have probably
So the
not.
problem was this: I was hooked on Nickelodeon, and I was hooked on Nickelodeon. Doug, Rugrats. Um, I was
I
watching.
wasn't a big,
I was
I
watching
wasn't a big like
Flats, Global
Rugrats
Beats,
and
Modern
Doug
Wicked
fan.
Kids. I was watching everything Nickelodeon, and then,
Okay, understandable.
after this, check this: the cable got cut off, right? So once the
See, I
cable
was about to say I had
was
cable,
hooked on
so
PBS.
I'm channel 50. I'm channel 55. I'm channel
55,
5 on Saturday.
43,
I'm channel 5 on
19.
Saturdays. 43. Then I hit you with a little bit channel 8 when they had it. But I was
No,
everywhere. I was trying to spread it around.
no, I'm gonna tell. I rock with 55 and 43. But I was mainly a member of the 43 Kids Club and the 55 Kids Club. I didn't partake
No,
in
I'm talking
too
about the
much of the
original.
cartoons. I was in the
Okay.
Kids Club. Now, PBS cartoons is what I got hooked on. Y'all
See
sleeping
now,
on
and we
those.
talk about no, we not. And we
Y'all
talk about
sleeping on
PBS.
those.
Author is the goat of PBS cartoons.
What? The first Jamaican
Author.
song I really love. The first Jamaican joint. What? Rasta. Every day when you're walking down the street. What?
Right.
What?
That
I
is
was
the
locked
that
in.
is the that is the goat of PBS cartoons. I
Yeah.
watch I watch Arthur faithfully like it was part of the rotation. Every day I had to watch Arthur. For real. It's part of the
Hey, I'm
rotation.
not missing Arthur. But see, I was
Magic
watching
School Bus,
Magic School
Magic
Bus.
School
Yes,
Bus was
please.
um,
fire.
Dr-
Thank
Dragon Tales. I was watching like all of that shit.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
My boy
Nigga,
talking.
I'm
Lamb chops play
what's
along,
Lamb
Bucky.
Chops play along? Yeah, like,
Come on, man.
bro.
Like,
This song
I'm
don't
talking
never
about
end.
the puzzle place. Like I was
oh,
in it deep
man.
on PBS.
Hey, the only thing
Like
I
I
couldn't
watched
do,
all
Rainbow,
that.
I couldn't I
I wa-
couldn't do Reading Rainbow, man. I'm sorry. I'm the
I
only
love
nigga
I
Reading
watched a few
Rainbow.
episodes here, yeah.
who
But
watched it.
I was I ain't gonna lie, I was heavy in PBS. I'm talking about
Now
puzzle
listen.
place,
Oh,
bananas and
Puzzle
pajamas coming down the stairs.
Puzzle
Like
Plays. Matt, you know what our joint was? You probably forgot.
Wishbone, like yeah,
But yeah,
all of them.
Wishbone was lit. But Matt, you know what
Wishbone,
you used to watch all the time?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Riders.
We did watch Ghost Rider, but you know what we watched more than anything?
What was that?
Carmen San Diego.
Oh yeah, Carmen San Diego.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, like
What?
that's what. Now that you just said that, that's what started the trend of like, okay, Carmen, watch that. You know what I'm saying? On
That
Saturday
might
mornings, I'm
be the
like,
most that might be the most slept on show ever on the kids side.
yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Like,
It was so fire and ahead of its time. It really was.
look, look how many shows we just named off of PBS. PBS had a little nice little catalog.
But y'all still ain't named the best one.
What?
Boston, Mass. Oh, 2, 1, 3, 4. Send it to Zoom. What? Zoom, nigga. Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I know what you're talking. That's not the best
but
one, but I mean,
but
I know
Zoom
which
is
one you're
Zoom is
talking
the
about.
best. Yeah, but Zoom is the best, hands down. Zoom
Zoom
and
is not better than
Big
Arthur.
Comfy Couch.
No, Big Comfy Couch is more on the bottom of the PBS for me.
I agree. I agree. It ain't as lit as Zoom. But Zoom is top tier. I think Zoom is up there with Arthur. I think
Yeah, Arthur.
Zoom is a competition with Arthur and Barney and Sesame Street.
Yeah,
No doubt. That was that was lit. I like that. Y'all had some decent lists. I came through and say today because my list
except
was the best, man. Thank you, man, for my list.
we had they called fire.
Watch
They
all
didn't
the
call
cartoons. How
firefighter.
you got the best list? You
Right.
ain't seen half the classic.
They didn't call
Again,
firefighter
Scream.
Tone and firefighter Matt to put the fire out over there. For, talk about he ain't watched Gargoyles. He don't know nothing about
But
Transformers.
Transformers.
He can't tell you nothing about Thundercats.
He like,
I
who's
really
Lion
can't.
though? And what's the sword of Omen? Like, I don't
I
get it,
really can't.
guys.
he
I'm
he
so
called it X Man Wolverine.
I'm so fucked up. I was over, man. See, that's what I get for having them summers at my granny house. So like,
what's a mumra? Like, you
yo,
know, it's like
exactly. I literally never heard that in my life. So like, while y'all was watching all them shows, I was watching like reruns. What's
Crisis.
happening? Um, Bonanza, Matlock. I'm
I
watching
watched all them too, but that has nothing to do away from our cartoon time that
no,
we
my
choose to
granny had
watch.
no, my granny had the remote on lock. My
You
G.
just no, but you just said you went on for the summer. These cartoons that we mentioned are on every day.
Oh, you talking about through the yeah, I couldn't. When I came in, the first thing I watched was Jerry Springer. Then it was Arthur. It's,
Bruh, the first two
it's
seasons of Jerry Springer is golden, bro.
just listen to that though. As a 9-year-old, I walk in the house. The first thing is Jerry Springer, then Arthur. No wonder I'm fucked up, lo. I ain't even realized that. Yo, I ain't walk in the door and just like, yo, run that Jerry Springer. It already missed. I know it started already.
Right, we done missed the
And you
first 20
lucky,
minutes.
you lucky for real, over Jerry Springer was Jenny Jones. I don't know if you remember Jenny Jones.
I remember all the old ass shows from Ricky
Jenny
Lake,
Jones.
Jenny Jones, Sally Jesse Raphael, like
Mm-hmm.
all of
Mind
them.
you,
Like,
Montel
yeah,
Jordan,
Phil Donahue, Montel Williams. Like, but
Yeah.
everybody know it's
Waldo.
simple and plain that Jerry is goaded, the most
I ain't
goaded
gonna hold you.
talk show of all
I
time.
tell you, I
And it
low
might
key,
and Maury is the second
Well,
Marty,
one.
Marty top
Them
three.
are the top two shows.
Jenny Jones is the biggest sleeper, bro. I remember her show specifically. Who?
You just remember the blonde hair and the red glasses.
No. I remember Jenny Jones used to have episodes where, Mom, I will never stop dressing slutty, and they come out there, titties everywhere, titties everywhere. G, I'm like, yo, yo, I'm never turning this channel. Like Jenny Jones is goaded. I don't care,
Her
yo.
shows used to be like that too.
I used to be locked in, nigga, locked in.
what's so
I ain't gonna
crazy is
lie.
like if you go watch it, you see the first like couple seasons of Maury before his show went crazy.
Oh, he was like a
Like
good
he like
night.
Phil Donahue his
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
two seasons. Then like the show just turned off and go crazy and his pregnancies.
No, his show
for
went
real.
through
Not that,
attitude era, man.
bro. We did.
Marty went
Dude,
through
look,
attitude era, just like
what type of little
Yeah,
what?
it was the golden era,
I
and then it
told
was the
you.
attitude era.
What,
WCW.
what type?
Jerry Springer was WCW kicking Maury's ass, and Maury
Man,
like, yo, tell Stone Cold to cut that shit off his head and put it back on. It's game time. Maury, Maury like, oh
bro.
yeah, you want to
That's
see
why
Maury whoop Jerry's
we
ass?
was too.
Hell yeah.
Our generation was too advanced at kids. We as kids, we was watching kids at 7, 8 years old.
What?
Bro, just like you just said, we coming home from elementary school talking about put on Jerry, put on Maury.
Hey,
Man,
and
they
no
used to act
bullshit.
it out. I remember they used to act
Matt,
it out.
Matt
Like
was
they
low
used to
key my
play Jerry
babysitter.
Springer at school.
Hell yeah, we used to act it out. But Matt, do you remember during them years and them hours, you were my babysitter.
I
Like
know.
not technically,
I was the most
you nigga wasn't
responsible.
a babysitter, but my mama was just like, "Oh, is Matt gonna be there? Okay, you can go." Like what? What? This nigga like 3 years older. Like, what? You telling me this nigga got me in? Like this? No, that's dope, man. Salute to y'all, man. Great show as usual, man. Like you guys did not disappoint with the list. The list was fire. Fire
Yeah,
list.
I
We're gonna
agree.
have something nice for y'all next week too. If you enjoy the show some love. Make sure you follow the show at No DQ Podcast, Instagram, the Twitter machine. We all over that thing. Follow my boy Tone G at Tone G _. Follow Matt at Matt _is great. Follow me at Big
Shout
Squeeze
out.
489. We are all webs. Look at Poppy, you know what time it is. Salute to everybody.
I don't know why some Transformers and Gargoyles.
Exactly.
Life.
Until next time, fellas.
Yep.